Elisa Marie is one character that I've previously spoken about, and this evening I'm talking all things about Courtney Kemp's live Q&A again, all about Elisa Marie and that power movie that she spoke about, as well as a few other key points that she raised on Tariq, Tommy, Ghost, 2-Bit and everyone else. So welcome back to Movie Bar. Let's talk about Power Book 2, Ghost. So I hope you're all doing great this evening, and this is part 2 to yesterday's video where I spoke a little about Courtney Kemp's comments on a few topics, but there were a few that I didn't touch on, so I'm going to go through the rest of them in this video. And if you missed my video yesterday, then I'll link it down below, but if you're new to the channel and you want to see everything Power Universe related, then remember to smash the subscribe button. But let's start with Elisa Marie, then I'll come to the power movie that Courtney Kemp mentioned in her live. But someone asked Courtney Kemp about Elisa Marie, is she returning to Power Book 2 Ghost? She said she's not returning to Power Book 2 Ghost, but she does have a plan for her. So what exactly is her plan for Elisa Marie? I've spoken about her previously a few months ago about Elisa Marie, and she previously confirmed that she wanted her to return, and the last time we saw Elisa Marie was when she was with Tommy. She dropped her back off home. Elisa Marie gave her both copies of the recording, even though she figured out that Tommy killed her father and Uncle Benny. Now Elisa Marie, she really is smart. I mean, the way she maneuvered the whole situation with Tommy, handled the deaths of both her parents along with Benny, she handled it with real strength. And this just shows how strong of a character she is. And you really do have to think that if there is unfinished business with Elisa Marie and she's not going to be on Power Book 2 Ghost, then at some point she has to return on Power Book 4 Force on Tommy's spin-off. I've previously flirted with the idea of Elisa Marie and how I would love to see her becoming the protege of Tommy, but eventually being the one to take Tommy out because she loves female power, and I can really see Elisa Marie growing up to be a ruthless and cold character. But let's wait and see what her plans are for Elisa Marie, but she said that they're not going to be on Power Book 2 Ghost. Now let's move on and talk about this power movie that she touched on, because she said that she wanted to do a power movie so badly. She wanted to do this back in the day, but they weren't able to do it at the time. And it was a movie that was in real time, 2 hours long, and a Ghost and Tommy idea that she had, and something that they were doing on a specific night of the year. She wanted to put this together, but she has her notes on this and she's hoping that she can still pull this one off in the future. And I really think that this can still happen because, as they say, power never ends. And it's just a clever marketing and a money spinner. Just imagine Tommy Egan in a Ghost movie. I've previously spoken about how I wish we had a season of Ghost and Tommy in the streets before Ghost met Angela and Tommy met Holly, because the opening of episode 1 season 1 was the opening night of Truth. So there's still a lot of backstory that we still don't know, from the end of maybe Raising Kanan to the opening night of Truth. There's still a lot of story that can be told, and I hope she can pull this one off. A Tommy and Ghost movie, it really would be epic. So let me know your thoughts on this one. And sticking on the topic of Ghost, let's talk about Tariq and the parallels that he's had with Ghost, because I raised another point in my video earlier with Tamika, how she can really be Tariq's version of Joe Proctor, how Proctor used to get Ghost out of sticky situations with the law. Tamika may just be doing the same for Tariq. And someone said, you know, will Tariq surpass Ghost and will he become a better version of Ghost? And she said this is her aim. Her aim is to have Tariq a better version of Ghost, and we've already been seeing this play out. We've already seen the start of this play out since the start of Power Book 2 Ghost began. I made a video after the first half of the season titled The Rise of Ghost, talking all about Tariq St. Patrick, the smart moves that he's played, and throughout the second half of this season, there's even more parallels that we can draw upon, and I do think he will become a better version of Ghost. I personally do think he will, because for Tariq, there really is no limit. He talks about this third option for drug dealers, because Ghost used to say drug dealers only end up dead or in jail. But Tariq, when he was having a conversation with Tasha over the phone, he said that he's found another way. So this other way is what could separate him from Ghost, but there is a long way to go before Tariq ever surpasses Ghost. At this moment in time, of course, Tariq is nowhere near Ghost, but you have to remember guys, he is only 18 years old, and we don't know what Ghost was like when he was 18. We may find out sometime in Power Book 3 Raising Kanan though, and if we do see Ghost at the age of 18 in Power Book 3 Raising Kanan, and then we can really compare the two. But let's stay on the topic of Tariq. She received a comment saying someone needs to teach Tariq how to fight. She said Tariq won't have to fight, and he won't have to do his own fighting, sorry. So what does she mean by this? We can only assume that Tariq may actually have someone as his protection, and quite a few of you guys in the comment section in a few of my videos commented about 2-Bit potentially being that person for Tariq. So let's wait and see whether this can happen, and if Tariq and 2-Bit can really work together. I really hope they can, but let's not forget about the money that Tariq used to send Epiphany away. That was for Monet. He owes Monet as well as still owing 2-Bit 50k as well. So as far as we know, he really is going to need to come up with something, and he's going to have to come up with a plan quickly, as he has another problem of being subpoenaed and being taken on the stand in the next episode. But now I've touched on 2-Bit, let's talk a little about 2-Bit a bit more, because Courtney Kemp also confirmed that 2-Bit and Davis McLean are definitely not brothers, because when McLean went to go visit him in prison, 2-Bit said, "Who are you?" And this is the clue that kind of suggests that these two don't have a past together, there is no history between 2-Bit and Davis McLean, and that they are definitely not brothers. So 2-Bit and Davis McLean are not brothers. But does 2-Bit know that Tariq killed Ghost? This is something else that Courtney Kemp addressed, and she said she doesn't think so. How can 2-Bit know that he killed Ghost? And this is true, how would 2-Bit know that he killed Ghost? Because the only people that know this for sure are Tasha and Tommy, Saxon McLean, and well, Tamika now as well. But the only person that 2-Bit can realistically find out from is Tommy Egan, but this hasn't happened yet. He may well find out sometime in the future, but I don't think it will happen in the last episode, that's for sure, because there's just way too much going on in the season finale for them to raise that storyline. So if 2-Bit does find out, then I think it will be sometime in season 2. And the last one that I wanted to touch on was Dru. Dru Tejada being shot will change two people, because she said that it's going to change two people, being Dru himself and Monet, because Monet, she's never been in this position before. I think what she may have meant by Monet never being in this position before is she's always had some sort of protection, whether it be Lorenzo before he went inside, she then had Kane and Ramirez, but once Kane was banished from the Tejadas, he killed Ramirez, so now she's just left with Diana until Dru recovers, and this is going to be a test for Monet, a real test, and I think at some point in the season finale, she will come face to face with Lorenzo again, and they will clash about their ideas of what to do going forward, because Lorenzo has made it clear previously that he doesn't like the way she's running things on the outside, so there has been a bit of issues there brewing for a while, and with the latest problems that Monet has, it's not going to help her cause. And with Dru changing, I honestly can see him turning into an absolute savage, because he realized what he now has to do to protect himself, protect his family, and we could well see this leader that Monet sees, that Lorenzo sees. But Dru doesn't want to be in the game, and that's obvious. He mentioned this again when Tariq, Monet and Dru were in the bar in the last episode, but regardless of him not wanting to be in the game, I think he's destined to be, and destined to be a great leader. And now that Courtney Kemp has said that, we'll see his character possibly changing as a result of him being shot. I am really looking forward to seeing his character develop. But those were the rest of the key talking points from Courtney Kemp's live Q&A, so let me know your thoughts on all of those that I've spoken about, especially the movie idea that she's flirted with, because this is one that I can genuinely see happening in the future, with Power really becoming a big universe, and it's going to get a lot bigger in the coming seasons with Book 2, Power Book 4, Force, and I hope we do get this Tommy and Ghost movie in the future. And if it does happen, what do you think the storyline could be? Drop your theories and comments down below on a potential Tommy and Ghost movie. But anyway guys, hope you all enjoyed the video, and if you're new to the channel, remember to smash the subscribe button, as well as leaving this video with a thumbs up. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.